He goes out, I'm like, oh, we got some rocket scientists.
That's,
It says John's truck, I'd park it at his house, take his other one. Kid
nice.
swap, huh?
That was the text.
Yeah, it's amazing some days. Oh, you turned this on?
I turned your microphone on. So be careful what you say.
No,
We got-
doesn't matter.
About
No,
30
it's
seconds.
It's because the electorate wants to hear what you're going to say. So.
It doesn't
You
matter.
know.
All the viewers on the YouTube sphere.
Is there a reason you and I get here and Leroy about 5:15 and 5:20? So we can make sure everything gets done. Is that how it works? Wouldn't you like to just roll on?
Well, that's because, turn the, make sure the AC is on, or make
I
sure
know.
the sidewalk's not slippery or whatever.
Here we go.
All right, let's get going. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right.
What do you got on
Yeah. You just hit that and then hit that and you're right in there. All right,
here? Oh,
let's get rocking and
a
rolling.
lot of hit.
Huh? A lot of hitting, little
A
bump,
lot of
little
hit.
hit this and that and that. All right, thank you everybody for joining us for the Monday, June 20th, 2022 City Council meeting here at Credit River. First up, approve or amend the agenda. Is there any additions or changes to the agenda tonight anybody'd like to make?
No.
No changes. I make a motion that we approve the agenda as printed.
All right.
I'll
Wanna
second it.
that,
I
Leroy?
guess I have. to. I'm looking around here.
Just you and me, buddy.
All right.
Huh?
Motion and second to approve the agenda as written. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Hearing none, motion passes 3-0. Consent agenda, those items on the council agenda which are considered routine, non-controversial, are included as part of the consent agenda. Unless a council member specifically requested an item on the consent agenda be removed and considered separately, items on the consent agenda are considered under one motion, a second, and a vote. Any item removed from the consent agenda shall be placed at the end of general business. Tonight on the consent agenda, we have interim city administrator agreement final and Dominion voting tabulator quote. Is there any of those items that anybody'd like to pull and consider separately?
Nope.
Otherwise, I will take a motion
I
to
will
approve.
make a motion to approve the consent
I'll
agenda.
second it.
Thank you, Brent. Thank you, Leroy. A motion is second to approve consent agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Hear none, motion passes 3-0. Open forum. The public forum is intended to afford the public an opportunity to address concerns to the city council. The public forum will be no longer than 30 minutes in length, and each presenter will have no more than 5 minutes to speak. Topics of discussion are restricted to local governmental topics rather than private or political agendas. The council may discuss, but will not take formal action on public forum presentations. Is there anybody who'd like to speak for open forum tonight?
No.
Looks like the answer is no.
Tom Wolf will come in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, so we'll close the open forum tonight. No public hearings tonight. First up on general business, County Road 27, financial contribution. So, so Brent and I met with Leslie Vermillion and Commissioner Wolf
Couple of times.
couple of times
Yeah.
now about
Mhm.
this.
Yep.
Really honestly, from where we are to where they're at is really about $23,000 a year over the time period. They've come down off their $1 million number
Oh.
to kind of meet us in the middle between where we're at and where they're at.
Yep.
So I think our recommendation that Brent and I have is that we accept that and come together with them and move on.
And that would begin in
2024.
2024.
Right.
We could hold out another month or two and maybe they'd come down some more.
I'm not sure that they're coming down anymore.
So what is the,
the final number? Final number ends up being, I think it's 878,000. Let me just verify that. Yes, 878,470.
They admit, I mean, they do admit that it was handled poorly.
Yeah,
And, we should have known. And I said, well, if we should have known, then you should have told us.
Yeah.
Because would you do, if it was like Savage, would you let them know what you project their part would be? Well, yes. Well, you didn't let us know that. And so And then when they said, well, Leslie said, well, if you don't, then, maybe we wouldn't partner with you on any other projects. And I said, so can you let me know what that would look like? Give me an example of what might or might not. Said, well, we never should have started this in the first place.
Yeah,
And
they would
it's
have
like,
never started.
They would have never started in the first place had they known that we might have a problem paying for it. But we didn't know we were going to pay.
Plus, they're 5 years late doing it.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, I know.
I mean,
Yes. Leroy, there is a lot of problems. I think
Yeah.
they understand where they're at
Yeah,
on that
no,
as well as us. It's clear benefit to Credit River.
Yes.
It's gonna be a benefit to all the properties along 27, probably more than this amount.
Yeah, I think in terms of the traffic situation
Yeah.
and I mean, hopefully less accidents and
if it saves a life, it's worth it.
absolutely.
100%.
So
100%.
do you need any more discussion? I'm going to make a motion that we do the agreement with Scott County with the first payment beginning in 2024.
Yes, that's an amendment to that, because we had already made a motion, we'd already approved the previous amount,
Okay,
so we want to amend the amount.
okay.
You got another question?
I have a question. So if this thing goes way high, this is all.
This is
we're
our
doing.
number.
Okay,
Yes, this
Okay.
isn't a percentage of the cost. This is a hard locked in number,
It's just a.
payable over 10 years.
Yeah.
'cause I didn't want, they
2024.
wanted to come back like the Highway 13
No.
thing where they went a
No.
million three over.
Right.
No.
Whatever.
Right. No, exactly.
Great.
So
So-
your motion is to amend the amount?
Yep, yep.
Okay,
And
to 878,470.
yep, and Karen, yeah,
Okay,
and Karen, I'm sure knows how that motion is supposed to be.
yeah, we'll go back and
Written.
we'll find the
Yeah.
original motion that
Yeah.
we
Yep.
amended. It was
Yep.
back in March.
Yep.
I'll second it.
All right, Leroy. Motion is second to amend the amount of financial contribution to County Road 27. Motion is second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Council member liaison updates. Any reports tonight?
I have one quick one. They called, there was a hole on County Road 27 by 196.
Yeah,
Mark Wongren reported when he's raking hay. Anyhow, they were out right away this morning and filled it with cement.
that was a county.
Yeah, the culvert was eroding away under the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
alongside of the sleeve they had put in. Anyhow,
Okay,
so they were out and did it. Done deal.
perfect.
That's
Perfect.
about it. Got the trees trimmed along Murphy all today. All the signs are unblocked.
Okay. Good.
That's it.
Brent, did you have something?
Two things, just dust coating completed. Thanks to Councilman Stevens for helping with that as we supervise that. Little over $31,000 worth of product applied and it went pretty smooth.
Yeah.
They were ready to go and bringing in transports of materials. So probably around 10,000 more than we spent last year, but we did all of Murphy and
And is that 10,000 more spent because we did more of Murphy?
because we did all of Murphy.
Like we didn't shut it off?
No, did the whole
Just
thing,
from
all the way up.
Okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
all the way up to the roundabout,
Yeah.
all the way up to the roundabout.
Okay,
And everything else we did like we would normally, do. Well, we did all of 175th too.
Yeah.
We started to run out a little bit at the end of 175th. We came in the other direction that was done. But all of what we did over and above what we did last year was because of the construction.
Yeah.
So we have that.
so that's the
yeah.
the part to watch then, if we end up doing any more again, so that 10,000 plus any more.
Yeah.
Then we'll submit that to the county
Yeah.
as part of the project.
Yep.
And they'll contribute to that.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
so that explains that election information in terms of absentee. We will begin that next Tuesday here. I think we're in good shape. Amy Olson's doing a great job. We'll get some of the computer equipment up and running tomorrow. And then we have a meeting on Wednesday to kind of make the final decisions as to what we do next Tuesday. When we start, the county is going to send someone over to help. They have been very great in terms of working with us, and they actually gave us a compliment. They were talking about precincts, and Julie Hansen said, she said, well, Credit River did it the right way. They split theirs by school district. And she said, I wish everyone could make it as simple as we did ours. So it's nice to hear a compliment with our,
Assuming we did it wrong?
no, that we did it right.
We should have made
Yeah.
it more complicated then, huh?
So anyway, no, but,
It is kind of, right?
but, and,
You
and,
go by
and,
neighborhood or
yeah,
whatever.
and Bill and Carolyn were there, but it's always nice to have a compliment
Right?
in front of all of the other cities in Scott County. So,
Yeah,
so I think we'll be good.
all right.
Yep.
Thanks,
That's all I
Brad.
have.
Awesome.
One other thing to add, we had
Yeah.
about 8 people call up, compliment us on the dust coating.
Good.
Even one doesn't live in our township, so
City.
put a quarter, I'll get it after. In the city,
Perfect,
Good thing his credit is so good.
right? Exactly.
so.
Yeah, I think he owes a little bit to that.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, good job, boys.
cool,
Yeah.
awesome. Sounds good. All right, and so nothing else? Everybody else good?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, next up, approval of claims listing for tonight. Check summary, we've got a total of $90,000, 369.22. If anybody saw that, look at the claim list and had any questions about anything?
No, I'll make a motion.
All right, Leroy?
I'll second.
Thank you, Brent. Motion is second to approve the listing of claims for tonight in the amount of $90,369.22. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Then I guess I'm ready for a motion to adjourn. Thank you, Andrew.
I'll
Motion
second it.
Motion by Andrew, second by Leroy. Motion to adjourn. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Hearing none, motion passes.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Hey.
Before we do the workshop, can we get the claim